I think the point you make is the right one, which is the arithmetic is all wrong on this. To go after this tiny slice of what's called discretionary spending, which is education, it's science, it's technology, it's energy. This is all wrong when the big things are military. $800 billion of security spending. We're wasting $100 billion in Afghanistan. No one's going after that right now. We're wasting hundreds of billions of dollars in military procurements and contracting, scandal after scandal. No one's touching that stuff right now. We're giving up our corporate taxation to one loophole after another.
Dave Walker will tell you that the Pentagon could not survive a basic audit. They just could not.
Of course, they can't even track the money.
They don't know where it is.
They don't, because they cut all the contractors and gave away the contracts, and now they can't even trace tens of billions of dollars lost. And then we're giving away the corporate income tax because all of our companies, our big companies, Google and others, are sheltering their international income in the Cayman Islands and other places. That's all done with the knowing approval of Washington. So the arithmetic is wrong. They're going after the things that could actually help our country to compete.
The crumbs of our future.
Exactly. And what they're not doing is taking on the big interests and entitlements in health care. The only way to get at this is to go after, are we going to go after the private health insurers or not? Are we going to get those costs down, which are so inflated?
Who's guiding these choices? Are anyone asking for your opinion anymore?
They don't want them.
They don't want it.
This is powerful interests. You have the military, you have the defense contractors, you have the health insurers, you have the big companies that have gotten the tax breaks abroad. This is what's funding America and funding these politicians.
You've got Americans that want more Social Security benefits. They want more Medicare benefits. I mean, the fact of the matter is the demographics don't add up. We've said it here before.
Pull the thread on all of this. And the oil industry, so huge behind this. They're pumping the military spending. They're keeping us from going after alternative energy. That's why we're going to suffer with $100 a barrel oil prices that we have right now.
With energy.
Because what's happening is the oil industry, the Koch brothers in Wisconsin, all the rest are playing games with America, which is preserving the old status quo. And now, as the oil prices go up and up, we're getting squeezed at the pump again because oil has kept us in this grip.
I understand about special interests, and you can keep bringing up the Koch brothers.
Yeah.
We've got to look in the mirror and look at ourselves as well. I'm sorry, middle-class entitlements.
No, we
Social
spend
Security,
17% of our income on health. That's what we're doing. It's so expensive, Joe.
But hold on a second. But these are just straight numbers. You run it out, and it's Medicare and Medicaid that explodes over the next 20, 30 years.
Because of costs.
And Pentagon spending that explodes. We have an inefficient health care system. There are no market forces in the health care system, and that's causing a lot of these problems. But listen, it's not just special interests. It's the fact that Americans expect more for less every year, and the numbers just don't add up. We are aging. I talked about it before, but
aging with expectation.
Well, all the income keeps going to the top. You know, the average income of a full-time male worker in this country has not gone up since 1973.
Okay.
All the rise of incomes right at the top. That's the other thing that's going on.
But you cannot take care of our long-term structural debt by simply raising taxes on the wealthy.
Well, you got to do that. You have to cut the health care costs by going after this overpriced system. You have to get the defense spending down. You have to go after the corporate giveaways and
generate economic
the tax evasion. And you have to generate economic growth through education and science and technology.
You've got to slow down the rate of growth for Medicare. And we disagree on this one, but you've got to do the same for Social Security.
My dad was talking about this 9 months ago.
That's not a big part of the story, actually.
Fear of almost a class warfare in this country. I remember you thought, everyone kind of thought he was a little crazy.
No,
we got people out on the streets now.
Nobody thought he was crazy.
Would be on the streets. Anyhow.
Nobody thought he was crazy.
In Wisconsin.
I hope not, because...
Nobody thought he was crazy, Mika. Maybe you're projecting.
No, I actually... No. I'm not actually saying you did. But I think a lot of people were like, what are you saying?
This would be a really
and
good
now
time
take
to
a look in the mirror. Take a look in the mirror at how people feel about the divide in this society.
So let's bottom line.
They're
We
not
got to go to
feeling
break.
too
We're going to
good.
bottom line this really quickly.
Yep.
The freshmen look like they're going to go after the sacred cows as well, right?
Yeah, the freshmen say we're willing to lose.
Good for them.
Wow.
Good for them.
Is original.
Yes.
And by the way, Meek, I'm really proud of these freshmen that voted against the military project that would have helped their speaker. That's a courageous vote. Anybody that's
That was
there
a
will
good
tell you
vote.
that's a courageous vote.
Still